Oh my God, he's in.
You are listening to a live reaction of the desk here on CBS Sports HQ.
He's in.
Does he have control?
We'll show you in a minute, but it looks like South Carolina might have scored to make this game interesting with 50 seconds left. Damien Harris is nervous as can be. I think Kanell's sweating the over here and the under. So.
My earpiece done fell out. I'm all over the place.
We are all over the place here at the desk as we await the finish of this game. We have somebody else that we want to get to who I know is watching this game right now. Right before he came on live, our Josh Pate is joining us. He has eyeballs. He's pointing down at his cell phone right now. I know that you're keeping a close eye on this one. What are your thoughts on what's happening right now in Tuscaloosa?
I feel like I'm in Oregon. I'm watching this game from the moon, so it's going to be unprofessional. Tully's going to have to stick with me because my eyes are going to be down. Yeah, foot down. Okay, so there's a thing that people always say. They always call things get-right games, and everyone just thinks the home team, the favorite, hears that. Yeah, the dog hears that all week as well. And if we watched South Carolina last week, game got away from them early against Ole Miss. And it was just like kind of freak occurrences that aren't necessarily duplicable. And all that's a fancy way of saying South Carolina had an edge rusher. South Carolina had the personnel, like the athletes, to come in here and perhaps push them if Bama allowed them to stay in the game, which they did. There's another thing we talk about a lot. Damien Harris will know all about this because he played on Alabama teams with something called killer instinct. If you have killer instinct, you're up 34-3 at the half in games like this. Maybe this team doesn't have that, and as a result, we're sitting here biting our fingernails to the nubs in winning time.
Yeah, we are keeping an eye on this play. It looks like Nicholas Harbor may have gotten 1 foot down, which is all you need in the college game right now. We're going to go ahead and roll that highlight for you so you can take a look for yourself. Initially called out of bounds, but Nick Harbor with 1 foot down in the end zone. They are down 2 points, so they need that 2-point conversion to do the impossible and tie up the game with Alabama. Josh Pate, I know you're watching from the moon right now, but you can still see what's happening here. How are we feeling?
I feel like there's a lot of talk about playoff. There's a lot of talk about this and that. You got a football game in the SEC that's coming down to the wire here, and the safety net under it, it's like it doesn't exist right now. And I'm doing what we call vamping so that you guys don't have to talk, so that we can see how this thing plays out.
What? The 2-point conversion is no.
Hey, I have some reaction. I have some analysis. Okay, my professional analysis. Yeah, my professional analysis is you got to throw a little better ball than that on the 2-point conversion. That's my professional analysis.
Good job, Pate.
Wow.
That's similar to what happened with Nico when he ran out of bounds. Like, you have to give a ball that somebody can catch.
Yeah,
like,
it's got to be in the field of play. It doesn't matter who catches it. Like, it's just got to be in the field of play. Oh my God.
Yeah, we got quarterbacks at the desk. We got a former Alabama player at the desk. We are reacting in real time. How did he handle that? That's a tough situation on the road, though, Danny.
Tough situation to be in no matter what. I don't know if the throw just got away from him. Maybe it was it wasn't as much a mental mistake, or it was actually just an execution error where the ball just got away from him. But in that situation, 2-point plays, 4th downs, last play of the game type of scenario, you've got to give somebody a chance. Even if it's a jump ball and you flip it up and there's just one guy in the vicinity, you got to give somebody a chance here. So I'll be curious to see what the explanation was for it. But oh my goodness, coming up just short when they played this well.
Especially, and he's 22. Wait, onside.
They're trying an onside kick.
I was gonna say Lenore Sellers has played great. I mean, he's 22 for 28, 236 yards, 2 touchdowns, and to see a play like that when you absolutely, I mean, those are gotta have it plays. I mean, I remember playing. We had gotta have it plays. Like, this is, we have to have it, and it's unfortunate. I mean, fortunate for me, but unfortunate for South Carolina.
Let's go ahead and show you that play, because it's one thing for all of us to walk you through it and to give you our critiques of what's happening, but let's go ahead and show you that 2-point conversion here. Lenore Sellers, he's definitely under some pressure here, but throwing it out the back of the end zone. Cardale, have you ever been in a position like that?
Yeah, actually against Damien's Crimson Tide, unfortunately, for those guys, because we found the way to execute the 2-point conversion. But like both these guys said, you got to find a way to give your guy a chance. I can promise you, you're not going to have a chance. You throw the ball to your mom in the stands on a play like this. So that's heartbreaking to see because Sellers has played such a great game today, and going in this environment.
South Carolina got the onside kick. South Carolina got the onside kick.
This is amazing.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
He got another chance.
South Carolina
got the onside kick.
Successfully got the onside kick, so they will have the ball with 40 seconds left in this game.
This is amazing.
What a chance here.
Oh my God!
If you're not a fan of college football after this weekend, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, by the way, Alabama had called a timeout to try and ice the kicker. It clearly did not work, and South Carolina has the ball. Let's go ahead and just throw it out to the moon again. And Josh Pate, you're watching this go down right now. How are we feeling about the current situation happening in Tuscaloosa?
I'm glad I didn't have to talk for 3 minutes because they tested the sound system here, and that was enough time for South Carolina to get the ball back. I just think we're living in the middle of a documentary right now. Like the transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer, they'll make a documentary about it somewhere down the road, and somehow, some way, that Vandy chapter will be in there. Is there going to be a South Carolina chapter when you tell the story of year one under Kalen DeBoer? Because I feel like we're living through that right now, real time.
This game is bonkers. We just had an offensive lineman catch a batted pass. This game is bonkers right now.
Damien, we've talked a lot about what this new era has looked like so far. I know that you have some reactions. In this late game scenario, how are you feeling about Kalen DeBoer at the wheel right now?
Honestly, I'm trying to watch the game right now. I'm so sorry.
I feel like we should just let Damien go.
In all seriousness, I think that this is a great opportunity for Kalen DeBoer to put the stamp on we know how to win tough games.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Georgia game was what it was, and they won on a big play, 2 big plays at the end. But this is one of those they have fought, scratched, and clawed. Jalen Milroe looks tired. He looks beat up, but he's given it everything that he's got. So Kalen DeBoer and this defensive staff, with the last 13 seconds of this game, they have to find a way to stamp a W in this game.
Hail Mary,
that's what it is. That's ultimately what it's got to be.
South Carolina win this on a Hail Mary.
Well, you know what's crazy is because I was sitting here thinking, you gotta go score. You gotta go score. I wouldn't leave this in the hands of the kicker.
All right, we are seeing Lenora Sellers take a shot.
Now he keeps it in play.
Oh, don't say no! Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
he threw a catchable ball.
Now get it down. Now go down.
I think we all might have forgotten that we are currently on live television right now, but it does look like Alabama is going to survive this game. An interception does end it. I would ask you guys how you're feeling right now, but these are just fantastic reactions here in live. Okay. We were talking about this game. Okay. So, they did it.
They did it.
They survived.
Yep.
What do you feel about the survival, though, that they had to survive?
You know, it's SEC play. It's a conference game. It's a tough opponent. In some games like this, you just got to find a way to win. In an ugly game last week against Vandy, if they had won that game, that we would have come out of there saying, like, okay, that was a good scratch it out, claw it out win. But I'm happy that they won, but there's some issues that still need to be addressed. Yes. We'll get to those in the future. But right now, Alabama won, and I'm as happy as can be.
Danny?
Yeah, you dodged the ultimate disaster. So, like, your hopes are alive. You know, this would have been devastating to playoff hopes. But I think Kalen DeBoer doesn't want to have any conversation about playoffs or anything about correcting some of the issues on the defense, on the offense, some of the stuff we talked about. He's not even thinking about that. It is, what do we need to address right now?
Yes, this is a gut check moment for them. I know. These are wins. These are games that you're happy enough to say, hey, I won this, but I still learned a lot about not just myself, but about my team in the situation. Gut check win. They got to find a way to get back on track.
All right, Pate, we'll give you the final word on this game.
Yeah, so I won't be able to hear you much, but I know that you just tossed to me. I feel like I need a cigarette. I'm not a smoker. I feel like I need a cigarette after watching that live. So need I remind everyone at that desk, after we wipe our brow, wow, Bama got through this, they go to Knoxville in 6 days. If we don't count today, they go to Tennessee in 6 days. So third Saturday in October, rivalry time. No time to fix things or work on things. It's not a bye week. You go right into the rivalry game. I just, again, though, you kind of got to cut the head off the snake when you play these sorts of teams. You're outmanned. You're on the road. You got to find a way to cut the head off the snake, and if you don't, it'll bite you. And Bama found a way. Bama bit itself 14 times, but it found a way to bite South Carolina in the end.
Pate, we appreciate you being along for the ride